Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews and another horror movie night. Tonight I will be reviewing Dog Soldiers, released in 2002, written and directed by Neil Marshall, starring Sean Pertwee, Kevin McKidd, Emma Cleasby, Liam Cunningham, Darren Morfitt, Chris Robson, Leslie Simpson, and Thomas Lockyer. Now, this is a film that is very unique as it takes werewolf films and kind of combines it with a little bit of Predator, where you have all these soldiers that end up starting to be picked off one by one. But it also ends up being in a cabin, so you get a little bit of a Evil Dead feel to it near the end. So the performances of most of the actors in this is very good. Sean Pertwee, the son of John Pertwee, he is so cool as Sergeant Harry G. Wells. Yes, H.G. Wells. Good in-joke for that name, for that character. And he is just such... I've always loved Sean Pertwee as an actor. He's just as good an actor as his father was. So, you know, him playing in this and getting the leading role, I mean, normally he was a supporting actor. He wasn't ever really a star. So him actually playing the lead in this film was really good. And he's just amazing in his role. Harry is just such a fun character. He's got some really good lines in here.
Really did our nuts in that day. It was when you came across a bit you recognised. The thing that really freaked us out that day was when Left Hand Charlie found a bit of Eddie with a tattoo on. So you could say that Eddie was right. That Satan did indeed save his skin, just not all of it.
And he's got pretty good chemistry alongside Kevin McKidd playing Private Cooper. And then Emma Cleasby as Megan is really good. I liked her in the film through most of it. Now, I'm going to get to something later on that involves her character later on, but I will do that under a spoiler alert warning. Okay? So whenever I get to that point, I want you guys to either leave and go watch the movie and then come back and finish my review or whatever, you know, unless you don't want to be spoiled. But yeah, Emma Cleasby is really good as Megan. I really liked her performance in this film, as you know, when she's introduced and everything. Very interesting character. Liam Cunningham as Captain Ryan. He's a little over the top. And I noticed that whenever I first watched this, and then when rewatching it, it totally solidified it for me. The rest of the actors are pretty much playing, you know, just normal characters. But Liam Cunningham is just totally over the top, in my opinion, with his performance. To where I don't know if he was trying to just stand out amongst all the other actors when he did this performance or what, but yeah, he's a little too much in this film, in my opinion. Because if you look at Sean Pertwee, I mean, he is playing some scenes where he's getting to steal the show, but he's doing it with a regular, you know, serious, straight performance, that he's not going too extreme with his performance. Very, very good performance, as I said before. And the rest of the cast in this, with Kevin McKidd playing Cooper, he's really good in this. Very young actor. I don't know if I've ever seen him in anything else. But he was very, very good in this film. The rest of the soldiers working as privates off of, the rest of them, they were pretty good in here. Of course, most of them are going to be just more than likely just cannon fodder for the werewolves. And speaking of the werewolves, my God, the effects on the werewolves are very, very good. I loved the design of the werewolves in this. I heard other people, when they talked about this movie, that they didn't like the design of the werewolves. I don't know what they're looking at. I mean, I thought the werewolves in this really, really looked badass. The designs of the characters were kick-ass. So, I mean, they try, early in the film, they do the whole Jaws thing, where they keep the werewolves to a minimum as far as viewing them fully. And then it's near the end that you actually get more of the werewolves in there. And I think that works, because then they didn't have to use as much visual effects that they had to work on, because the ones that they did in the film are very, very well done. Neil Marshall directs a really tense, really good horror film in this. And his script that he wrote for this is very well done as well. Even though, like I said, it kind of melds a few films together. That's not always a bad thing. It's kind of inspired to come up with your own little amalgamation of something, So, now we will get to those spoilers that I was talking about earlier. Now, so if you don't want to be spoiled, leave this review now, go watch Dog Soldiers, and come back and finish the review. Okay. That being said, here we go. It is revealed that Liam Cunningham's Captain Ryan is the main leader of the werewolves. And considering that he was so over the top in his portrayal earlier in the film, it really does make him ham it up whenever he's revealed to be this leader of the werewolves. So I'm not sure I really liked that aspect of it. Like I said, I liked the designs of the werewolves, but not so much the leader of them, the reveal of that. And then the second big reveal in here was that Emma Cleasby's Megan was working alongside the werewolves all this time and was one of them. And even that could have been fairly cool, that reveal, but they had Sean Pertwee's Harry kind of mess that up for us, because she starts to turn into a werewolf, and he shoots her in the head and kills her. And that's another thing I really like about this film, is the fact that they made the werewolves, yes, they can be killed by silver and everything, but they also make it to where they can be killed if they get shot in the head. And that really takes me back to another film that I really enjoyed, that I will eventually get to a review on, which was Bad Moon. And that was, I think, the first film I've ever seen that introduced the aspect of shooting a werewolf in the head would kill it. So overall, I think, with Sean Pertwee's excellent performance, Kevin McKidd's supporting role there, and Emma Cleasby, for the most part, early in the film, really good. And the rest of the people playing the privates were really good in there as well. The only one that's, kind of a drawback is Liam Cunningham as Ryan, and then, of course, the reveal that Megan is with them. Overall, though, I would give this film, my final score on it, I will give it a 8.6 out of 10. It probably would have been a 10 out of 10 because if it hadn't have been for Liam Cunningham's performance in here being so over the top. But what do you guys think of Dog Soldiers? Do you agree with my review? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments down below. And, as usual, if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell icon so you can be notified about future videos just like this one. And while you're by the subscribe button, click that join button and become a Dark Knight fan. Well, that's it for another horror movie night. If you missed last week's horror movie night video, you can check it out in the link above. Or if you have missed any of our videos on horror movie night, check out this playlist and you can check out anything that you've missed.